Hello everyone, continuing off where we last were. We were invited to a banquet of sorts by the leader of Lominsan, Merlwyb Bloefhiswyn. Rainer, High Society, Commodore Rainer wishes to speak with you regarding the forthcoming banquet, and we get dress shoes as a result. I'm not sure you understand just how unusual it is for the Admiral to invite an adventurer to a state banquet. It is a highly coveted honor. Why, even the officers under her direct command are rarely afforded such recognition. But I will not deny you have earned it. Many of the tasks you have performed in service to the thalassocracy have been both difficult and dangerous. This is a reward for all of your efforts, a nod to your many achievements, both large and small. Has the enormity of this moment yet to sink in? Perchance you will realize its significance when you stand before the assembled dignitaries of Lominsan. And now that I have imagined the scene, I realize that you will require attire suitable for the occasion. I suggest you visit the wench and see what Batterin can arrange. He is surprisingly knowledgeable about such things. Batterin. Well, if it ain't Merlwyb's guest of honor. Hobnobbing with the high and mighty now, is it? I tell you, lass, I darn near snorted ale out me nose when I heard the news. You've come a long bloody way, and you have, and that's the truth. Well, one thing's for sure, you'll not want for decent grub. These banquets are catered by the bleeding Bismarck, no less. 'Tis a grand chance to fill your belly to bursting with fine and more importantly, free food. But we can't help you turning up in your shite-caked venturing gear. No, the hero of the hour needs to have a touch of refinement about her. If only to stop folk complaining when she stuffs her face with cake. Take yourself over to the Octant and speak to Jeaneshim of the Brigadier Consortium. She'll furnish you with someone ladylike to wear. I've already had a word with her, so all you need to do is pick up the goods, then bring 'em back here so as I can tell you what's what. So that means we need to head downstairs to just buy the elevator, or not the elevator, the Aetheryte. Jeaneshim. Good evening, miss. I assume you're the underdressed lady Batterin mentioned? He was not exaggerating. I've chosen these especially for your debut in polite society. Fear not, I'm certain you will absolutely adore them. Being to see Jeaneshim, have ya? Let's have the box then. Roxa-lined box. A small lockbox entrusted to you by Jeaneshim of the Brigadier Consortium, whose name I'm probably butchering. Here we go, a nice pair of dress shoes for you. A lass mightn't have much else to her name, but as long as she's got a decent pair of shoes on her feet, there ain't nowhere she can't go. Think of 'em as a gift for me and all the other folk you've done right by along the way. Aye, 'tis a very moving gesture, I know. Just don't go welling up on me, eh? Wouldn't do for Philimps's new hero to turn up at the banquet soaked in her own tears and snot. Anyhow, that's your garb sorted. Now you just need to settle your nerves. Tell me when you're ready and I'll have you where you're meant to go. So you'll need to equip the shoes, and fortunately they kind of work with the outfit I have currently. Batterin wants you to let him know. Batterin wants you to let him know when you are ready to depart for the banquet. A Mizzenmast Repast. You're ready then, are ya? Good. The banquet'll be starting soon. If you'd waited any longer, I'd have considered it me civic duty to hit you over the head and drag you there. Now make sure you're wearing them fancy shoes when you turn up, alright? Carrying 'em won't do no good. They're meant to be make you look like a lady. Remember, not a lady's bleeding lackey. As for directions, the feast's been held on the bridge, in the Admiral's briefing room. Speak with Xanthale in Bulwark Hall, and he'll show you the way. Just keep that ailed eye, lass. After everything you've done for Limsa, you've got good reason to be proud, and don't let no eye-born bugger tell you different. Apparently I can speak pirate. That took a few times to say. Xanthale. Dress shoes? Fancy dress shoes? An adventure wearing fancy dress shoes? Oh, now those are some fancy dress shoes. Come on, adventurer. I will show you to the briefing room. Apparently he was told to watch for fancy dress shoes.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, join me now in honoring this woman for her services to our great nation. May the navigator guide and protect her on her journey till sea swallows all. These pirates you encountered with the tattooed faces, they call themselves the Serpent Reavers. Their ranks are formed of cutthroats and madmen who have pledged themselves body and soul to the primal Leviathan. From what we have gathered, they sought to swell their numbers by spiriting away any soul unfortunate enough to cross their path. I need not tell you the depth of the animosity between us and the Sahagin. How any seaman worth his salt could devote himself to the fishback's god is a question for a more temperate mind than mine. But, thanks to you, our citizens may once more go about their daily lives, safe in the knowledge that they will not be dragged into the darkness by those execrable curs.
Such an extraordinary glow. This is one of the crystals of light.
By the navigator.
After our encounter with the Gubu, you had a vision, did you not? Of a towering crystal.
Yeah?
You bathed in her light.
Y'shtola's conclusion is clear, and I see no reason to doubt it. You are the vessel of a higher power. This being from your vision was the Mother Crystal. Your description matches what little we know of her. And if she has chosen you, then your deeds may yet shape the fate of nations, as once did the deeds of the Warriors of Light. Know you the tale? Like you, they were not of these lands. Yet they fought to protect us all against the corruption of the Primals. When the Garlean Empire began its conquest of the realm, these heroes joined the Grand Companies and helped reforge the Eorzean Alliance. And at the Battle of Carteneau, they took the field beneath our banners to fight for everything we hold dear. It was on that day, in the midst of that hell, that we lost them. Every soul who survived that battle will never forget how it was to fight beside them. We are proud to call them our comrades. Yet whenever we try to shout their names, the sound dies in our throats. And whenever we strain to see their faces with our mind's eye, naught but their shadows appear to us, set against a blinding light. Ask any true Eorzean who knew them, and the story will be the same. It is for this reason that we call them the Warriors of Light. When I look upon you, I cannot help but be reminded of them. Keep that crystal safe. In time, I believe the Mother Crystal will make clear her reasons for bestowing it upon you. Heed well her words, adventurer. For it is Aldynn herself who speaks.
Speaking of whom, not quite.
Arms to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold! Show those Imperial whoresons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We...
Oops. My bad.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. God preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
God damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me! Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir.
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louisoix. To your positions.
That I should live to behold Bahamut once more.
Logalo, Asawad Deken Bet Mubut.
Magnificent, the ions of imprisonment have only made him hungrier.
Imarat way, Kiskat Toga Hats Wadadons.
I am aware of them. Pay them no mind. They are powerless to act.
Seize Nigem, Fistun the only Lamrai Sadai Dawn.
It has begun. Soon the planet will regain its true form. Morning, sunshine. All a bit much for you, was it? What happened? You don't remember then. You keeled over in the middle of the banquet and caused a right stir. I had to carry you back to the wench myself. Well, I say carry. 'Twas more a matter of dragging and rolling. Too much cake, I reckon. Anyhow, don't fret. 'Tis little wonder you was exhausted after everything you've been through lately. Your little nap seems to have put some color back in your cheeks, though, so I'll leave you to it. Bugger, I almost forgot. The Admiral wants to have a word with you. When you feel up to it, talk to Xantheil and he'll let you into the command room. Oh, and stay awake, eh? I'm told old Merlwyb was in the middle of telling you a story when you started snoring last time. And I doubt she took kindly on it if you repeated the trick. Yeah, it's not like I intentionally did that. And of course, exiting the inn room, which is where we were in, pun intended, Xantheil. Greetings, Totara. Admiral Bloefhiswyn awaits you in the command room. Shall I announce you? Sure. Hello. Oh, Totara, it's good to see you on your feet again. You are recovered? Then let us waste no time. I have a task that needs doing, one I would entrust to no other. Oh? What task might that be? Merlwyb, the duty I have in mind for you requires some explanation. I do hope you have not made other plans. To business, then. The Lominsan Envoy. Merlwyb wishes to entrust you with an important task. I have penned a letter to each of my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. The Battle of Carteneau and the calamity that followed claimed countless lives. It has been 5 years since those of us who spared dragged ourselves from the ashes to look upon an Eorzea we scarcely knew. 5 years, and yet the people still suffer. Their lives are fraught with worry and hardship, and the warriors of light who might once have given them hope are gone. Yet we must press on regardless. We will never truly do so, however, till we have faced our past. To that end, I am proposing that a memorial service be held in each of the city-states on the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Carteneau. These letters contain the details of said proposal, and I would have you deliver them to our allies as my personal envoy. You have proven yourself a staunch and able ally to Limsa, but that is not my only reason for choosing you. No, I choose you because you possess a quality which puts me in mind of history's champions. A quality I feared lost. Say that you will perform this duty. Okay. I knew you would not disappoint me. This task shall take you far from the borders of our nation, to the city-states of Gridania and Ul'dah. A grueling journey, to be sure, were you to travel by sea and land, but I mean to have you take to the skies. An airship pass, to be used at your discretion. Airships bound by the nations of our allies leave from the landing connected to the bridge. But before you depart, I suggest you trouble Batterin for a few pearls of wisdom regarding each of your destinations. The old jerk is nothing if not well-traveled. 'Tis a pity I cannot issue such passes with a freer hand, as I did in more peaceful times, when berths were not so limited. But in these times of war, every craft we commit to the clouds risks drawing the eye of the Empire, and every voyage must needs be born of necessity. Lest you doubt, I consider your place well deserved. Nor am I alone in that opinion. There were other parties who would see you granted the privilege of air travel. Aye, Totara, your deeds do not go unnoticed. Full many see great promise in you, but I have flattered you enough. On behalf of Lominsa and her people, I bid you go forth, adventurer. Discover the realm for which so many have fought and died. Wonder and danger await you in equal measure, but turn not from either. Only by braving the unknown will you achieve the greatness of which you are surely capable. The light of the crystal guides you, and I wager that your destiny will be no small thing. Merlwyb. Lominsa is not unique in her suffering. All the nations of Eorzea struggle with a multitude of hardships. The difficulties of this age will not be surmounted without the aid of you and your fellow adventurers. Thus I pray that your eagerness and compassion never wane. Okay. And I'm actually going to switch classes now because my Arcanist is about level 25. And I can use some of this experience from the main scenario quests to level up some of my other DPS. I'm not so worried about leveling up my tanks or my healers, which I don't have any of at the current moment. Back from your meeting with the Admiral, are ya? Personal bleeding envoy? So you'll be carrying the word of the Admiral herself to the leaders of the Alliance? Bugger me, I knew you was going up in the world, but I didn't realize you got that bloody eye. I'm proud of you, lass, thinking of how far you've come. Why, 'tis enough to bring a tear in me joy. Tear of me joy? What? Bring a tear in me eye. And that ain't the ale talking neither. Well, not just the ale at any rate. Bless the navigator for steering you my way. Of course, this is only the start. Now you've got your hands on an airship pass. The whole of Eorzea's laid out before you, like a fair maiden on a featherbed. Okay then. And she's a big girl too, with plenty of enticing nooks and crannies, if you say so. If you think us Lominsans are characters, just wait till you cross paths with the grim forest dwellers of Gridania, and trade coins with the crafty merchants of Ul'dah. And then there's the wild places where the beasties rule, and no bugger than an ounce of sense sets foot. But you're a adventurer, so I wouldn't let a little thing like that hold you back. Of course, it ain't all exploring and excitement. There's an heap of troubles what plagues every nation, see? 'Tain't just ours. I'm talking intrigue and infighting, beastmen and their darned primals. Aye, there's an ugly side of life, and sooner or later you're bound to walk into it. And I'll wager there's bugger all out there as you can't handle. Someone tells me you're gonna be just fine. Realm's at it rough, 'tis true, but folk are beginning to recover from the beating the calamity dealt them. Call me an hopeless optimist, but it wouldn't take much to turn things round. 'Tis the perfect time for an adventurer like yourself to get out there and make a difference. Well, what are you waiting for? Batterin. Well, look what you curled again. From all I hear, you've been making a fine name for yourself. I haven't left. And to think when you first wandered into the wench, you could barely find your way to the privy. Never asked, but okay. Anyways, we need to take the lift attendant, or talk to the lift attendant to take the thingy to go to the airship landing. I speak English. I really do. Airship ticketer. Greetings, madame. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Gridania. Wait, aren't you that famous adventurer? It's Tora, isn't it? I thought I recognized you. You're an inspiration to us all, madame. High Wind Skyways is at your disposal. Will you be traveling with us today? That's why I'm talking to you. And once over here, we need to interact to this gangplank thingy. Board the airship. Yes. Attention all passengers. The airship bound for Gridania is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. Good fortune to you, Tora. The day will come when your name means the same as hero to the folk of this realm. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till Lake lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great meat guard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balthar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at the Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Carteneau. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Arrival's attendant. Ah, you must be the envoy from Ul'dah. Welcome to Gridania, madame. The Elder Seedseer awaits your arrival. Leave the landing area. Serpent Honor Guard. Greetings, good madame. You are the Lominsan Envoy, are you not? I have received instructions to assist you. Pray, make your way into the city proper and identify yourself to the conjurer at Nofika's altar. She will admit you to the lotus stand where the Elder Seedseer awaits. And right over here is where we need to be. But first, I'm going to attune to that. Silent Conjurer. You are the Lominsan Envoy. Begging your pardons, madame, but I might inspect the missive you bear. Letter to the Elder. A letter addressed to Gridanian Elder Seedseer Kan-E-Senna. Verily, this is the seal of the Admiral of Lominsan. Please come with me.
So you are the Lominsan Envoy. And an adventurer besides. The realm owes much to you and yours. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Kan-E-Senna, Elder Seedseer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Admiral.
A remembrance service for the fallen of Carteneau. To think that 5 years have already come and gone. It seems like only yesterday that the Garlean Empire attempted to seize all that we hold dear. Rising in resistance, the city-states of Eorzea formed the Grand Companies and joined hands in alliance. But unbeknownst to us, the Garleans sought not to best us in battle, but moved instead to enact a terrible plot. The Meteor project by which the lesser moon Delamud would be torn down from the heavens to annihilate all life below. In a desperate bid to save the realm from certain destruction, our forces marched for the Carteneau Flats, and there met the 7th Imperial Legion. More bloody a battle I have never seen and would never wish to see again. But the carnage was but a prelude to the atrocity which followed. For despite our best efforts, Delamud continued its descent, and from it emerged the elder primal Bahamut, who proceeded to rain fire upon Eorzea. The 7th Imperial Legion was consumed in the blink of an eye, while our own forces fared little better. That any among us were spared defies explanation. All seemed sure to perish. As the flames converged upon us, I prepared myself for death, only for a brilliant light to envelop me, relieving me of my senses. When at last I awoke, Bahamut was gone, and the land, which had but moments before been aflame, now seemed to me a place unknown, not simply ruined, but changed. Archon Louis may well have been able to shed light upon these mysteries, but he, like so many, never returned from Carteneau. And so we were left with countless questions and no prospect of an answer. Yet such matters did not long occupy our thoughts, for we had far graver concerns. The calamity, as the devastation wrought by Bahamut has come to be known, laid our nations nigh to waste, and to this day we struggle to rebuild our lives and homes. To compound matters, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, while the Empire encroaches upon our borders, consolidating its foothold in Eorzea. The outlook, in short, is bleak. In the wake of the calamity, it has been all each nation could do to nurse its own wounds. Yet if we are to weather the coming storm, we must needs stand united once more. Our remembrance service may well present an opportunity to rekindle the spirit of unity which first gave rise to the Alliance. I wholeheartedly approve of the Admiral's proposal. The necessary provisions shall be made for a service here in Gridania. You have done the people of Eorzea a fine service this day, and I would not put you to further trouble. I shall see that my reply reaches the Admiral anon. You, meanwhile, are bound next to Ul'dah, are you not? Please send the Flame General my regards. Ah, if you would be so kind, I should appreciate it if you would inform him that a pet of mine has been ill-behaved of late. My wolf, to be precise. Needless to say, he must be brought to heel, and I would very much welcome the General's counsel on how this might be achieved. I thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safe to Ul'dah and beyond. And with that, we are going to head back to... That person standing there startled me. We're going to head back to the airship landing and then head to Ul'dah. Leonidas. Greetings, madame. This is the count for passengers traveling to Ul'dah. Oh, are you not Totaratora, the Lominsan Envoy? On behalf of all of us to Highwind Skyways, may I say what an honor it is to serve you. Will you be flying with us today? That's why I'm talking to you. In the wrong direction. Where am I going? This way. No. This way. There we go. I clearly know what I'm doing. Gangplank. Board the airship. Yippers. If I can click. Arrival's attendant. Ah, you must be the envoy from Lominsan. Welcome to Ul'dah, madame. The Flame General awaits your arrival. Flame Honor Guard. Welcome to Ul'dah, madame. We have been expecting you. Flame General Raubahn will receive you in the Fragrant Chamber. Please take the lift down to the Hustings Strip and speak with Bartholomew at the Royal Promenade. Bartholomew. The Lominsan Envoy, I presume? Would you be so kind as to allow me to inspect the missive you bear, madame? My thanks. Letter to the General. A letter addressed to Ul'dah Flame General Raubahn Aldynn. Ah yes, the Admiral's seal. Please proceed.
Ah, a guest from Limsa. I thought I smelled stale ale. I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Merlwyb says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Sahagin. Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Raubahn Aldynn, General of the Immortal Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
Carteneau. I remember bloody Carteneau. Do you know what happened that day, adventurer, when we took to the field against the Garleans? So, my counterparts have educated you. And nice kind of have flashbacks things, too, so, you know. Connie's pet is giving her trouble, is it? Well, she should already know my mind on that subject. Wolves are beyond taming. 'Tis but a matter of time before they bare their teeth. So it was with the Garleans 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use Magitech than they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by the legatus Solus Zoscalvis, they swiftly brought the other nations of Ilsbar to heel, and so the legatus became an emperor and his republic an empire. An empire which then set its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 80 winters. His health is failing, and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet of late. But the 14th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within her borders, and their commander, Legatus Gaius Van Belzar, has long harbored ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear we would fall like so many others before us, not only Ul'dah, but Gridania and Lominsan as well. For the calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've got yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a realm divided, adventurer, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Garleans stir, and the elder Seedseer would not let it go unnoticed. All other concerns pale in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more, that much is clear, and if we are to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Merlwyb will have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remind the people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I will speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Admiral will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. And with that, we get a wind-up airship. A fully operational model of the legendary vessel, the Invincible. You can now make use of the airship routes connecting the 3 nations. Before you may board an airship, you must pay the requisite fare and gil. Ta-da! Oh, I guess I forgot to mention that I got the cap from a side quest. Also got some other minion as well. Anyways, that is actually where we're going to leave this video. So, thanks for watching. Meow. Just keep the just keep that Ul'dah, lass. After everything you've been... Just keep that Ul'dah.
Thank you.